Buying your first home is one of the most exciting milestones of your life. And let's be honest, it can feel so overwhelming at times because you ask yourself, where do I even start? Should I be talking to a lender? Do I find a realtor? Am I saving for a down payment? What about my credit scores? And so if you're feeling just a little bit lost, don't worry because you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through step by step and give you the roadmap for the first time purchasing a home. So you'll know exactly where to do before you even get started shopping and getting attached to any specific home. By the end, you'll feel more confident, prepared, and ready to take that leap into home ownership. Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Sabriyah Callis. I'm your partner in finding and funding your new home. This channel is your go-to resource for all things home buying, home ownership, and building wealth through real estate. So if you're serious about owning your first home, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you don't miss a thing. So you made the decision to buy a home, but you have to get clear on your why. That's step number one in this whole home ownership journey. So before you start house hunting, ask yourself, why do I even want to buy a home? Is it to stop paying rent, build equity? Is it to provide stability for my family? Maybe you're relocating for work or you want a place to actually grow into. Knowing your why is going to be important because it keeps you motivated through this process. And I'm telling you, you're going to need that motivation because things may get sticky. Home ownership is not just a financial decision, it's an emotional one too. And when that process feels overwhelming, remembering your why will keep you focused during the process. Next, you have to check your credit score. Your credit score is like that financial report card, and lenders will use it to determine if you qualify for a mortgage and at what interest rate. So a higher score means that you may get lower monthly payments. Here's what you need to do first. Pull your credit, your free credit report from annualcreditreport.com. I want you to look for errors and dispute anything that's incorrect. Then you start paying down debt where possible and avoid opening any new credit lines right before applying. Here's a pro tip for you. Most lenders want to see a score of at least 620, but there are programs available if you're a little below that. Most down payment assistance programs do have a minimum also. So don't count yourself out. Just know where you stand. The scores are not included in those free reports. However, you may purchase your score over at myfico.com. Step three is all about budgeting and saving. So let's talk money. One of my favorite topics. So owning a home is going to come with some upfront costs and ongoing responsibilities. So here's what you'll need to budget for. First of all, the down payment. And this can range anywhere from 3% to 20%, depending on the type of loan program. Closing costs usually range from 2 to 5% of the loan amount. And don't forget your emergency fund because when you own a home, you're the landlord. So let's say you're buying a $250,000 home with a 3% down payment. That's $7,500 up front and another $5,000 for closing costs. And you're at $12,500 before you even move in. Don't let that number scare you. There are down payment assistance programs, grants, and even seller concessions that can help lower that those numbers for you. But the key is to start saving early and real and creating that realistic budget. Now, step four is where things get real, and that's getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Pre-approval is different from pre-qualification. I've broken that down in a previous video as well. Pre-qualification is just an estimate. Pre-approval means that a lender is actually going to look at your income, your debt, and your credit, and then they're going to give you a letter that shows you how much you actually can borrow. Now, why is this important? It's going to tell you your budget. It makes your offers stronger when you start looking and you actually find a home. It prevents heartbreak. You don't want to fall in love with a house that you can't afford. Think of it as your golden ticket. Y'all remember Willy Wonka? Golden ticket, I think it was, to house hunting. That's what your pre-approval letter is. Once you're pre-approved, it's time to move to step five, and that's finding the right guide, your real estate agent. Your agent is not just someone who unlocks the doors. They're your negotiator, your advisor, your protector, and a good agent is going to explain those contracts, help you avoid overpaying, and connect you with trusted inspectors, lenders, and so much more. I have a pro tip for you. I want you to interview a few agents. Ask about their experience with first time home buyers and how they'll be communicating with you. Do you like text? Do you like phone calls? How many times a week? You want someone who educates and not just sells. Step six is where the fun begins, and that's house hunting the smart way. But here's where many first time home buyers go wrong. They get caught up in the granite countertops and forget about the big picture. When house hunting takes place, I want you to think about a few things: location, your commute time, schools, lifestyle, resale value. If this is a home that will grow in value, you need to consider that. Monthly costs, mortgage, insurance, property taxes, the utilities. I want you to make a list of must haves, nice to haves, and total deal breakers. I want you to stick to your budget. And remember, this is your first home, not necessarily your forever home. So when you find the one, your agent will help you make an offer. In step seven, this includes not just the price, but also contingencies like inspection and financing. Once your offer is accepted, you'll schedule your home inspection. Yes, you need a home inspection. The lender will finalize the loan. You'll go through underwriting, and finally, you'll close and get those keys. It's a lot of paperwork, y'all. Yes, but remember, every document is going to get you closer to walking through the front door of your very first home. So there you have it, your first time home buyers roadmap. 7 key steps, you guys, from getting clear on your why to preparing your credit and finances to finding the right agent and finally walking into your new home. Listen, if this video gave you any clarity and confidence, make sure you give it a like, y'all. Hit that button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend who's also thinking about buying their very first home. Listen, if you're ready to take the next step, I'd love to guide you personally. Make sure you check out the link in the top comment below to book a free planning call with me. Remember, your first home isn't just about bricks and walls, it's about building the foundation for your future. Let's get you there together, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.